Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the card of today for the 14th of June 2016. Um, the card that I've pulled today is the Death card. Now, I really like this card usually. There's been a lot coming through with it this morning when I pulled it, so I'm just trying. I think this is going to be a bit of a heavy one. I'm going to try and deliver it in the best way I can and get the messages that I've been getting out as clear as I can as well. Um, Now, normally when this card comes up, a lot of people get really, really scared. They say it's not pleasant. That doesn't ring true. This is a wonderful, wonderful card. It is feared, but it's about transformation and it's about transition. It's about moving on and leaving the old that no longer served you behind. So it does indicate that something is ending here. Something has died and it can't be resurrected, and we know that that can be painful. Now, usually this can mean the end of a relationship, the end of an era, or something else. But what we've got to remember is that this is a cycle, and ending one thing means the beginning of something else. I always, within this card, I always sort of see it like the caterpillar. Um, Once it ceases to be what it once was and it turns from the caterpillar into the butterfly, it doesn't mourn its change. It actually relishes in its newfound freedom. Um, right, okay, sorry, I'm really, really getting emotional here because the messages are coming through. Like I say, this is what this card normally means, but today when I pulled it, I got a different feeling from it. There was a lot coming through, and I really feel that these messages are connected in some way uh, with the atrocities that happened in Orlando at the weekend. Um, and I think every single one of us has been touched in some way by that. And it's like I say, people lost their lives at the hand of another human being, which causes a lot of anger, it causes a lot of grief, and there's a lot of frustration. These people were out having fun and enjoying themselves, and somebody decided through their own crazy thoughts and actions that they wanted to end that. Now, it's very, very sad. It is, and I think you'll all stand with me when we talk that our thoughts go out to the families of those involved as well. Um, but what I want to say with this, and what is coming in really, really strongly, if we have a look at that skull there, that skull doesn't look scary. That skull actually looks a little way like it's smiling, and the flowers that are around it are quite beautiful. The flowers, the flowers are red and the flowers are pink. Now, instantly when I got this, it was rose quartz. Rose quartz is such a beautiful, beautiful stone. It is the stone of love, and this is the exact color of the pink in this. Red means security. Red is our bottom chakra, our root chakra. So this is about security. So um, I really feel within this card, the message that it's saying is yes, there's people have lost their lives, things have been atrocious. It's horrific. It's to try and even put that into context, is very, very hard. But the love that has been shown as a result of these actions, is it's pretty much breathtaking. I think this is what is actually sort of this is what is coming through strongly. I mean, whenever we have an atrocious attack like this, this is when you see people come together. I have noticed through my social media and things like that, the amount of support that is there for the LGBT community, has just overwhelmed me. If it's brought a, I don't know, it, it it's it's softened, the blow. It cannot take it away. Whatever happened was atrocious, but knowing that love is what will conquer. These people, these people that are filled with hate will never ever win. You know, because love is stronger than fear, and love is stronger than hate. And the LGBT community, um, now basically, I mentioned the other day in a reading that I'd said, a friend of mine said that I had an army behind me, and I just, sorry, this is it's so strong what's coming through, and I now feel that the LGBT community have an army behind them as well. They have recruited over this last weekend. They have recruited, so many new followers who are prepared to fight for their rights, and, there is a community, there is a wonderful feeling of solidarity coming through at the moment, and this is what is beautiful. This is why these people will never win, because, when when the shit hits the fan, this is when, all the love warriors will come together. And I really feel, like I say, in the beginning, I talked about this card and I said it means transformation and transition, and it means change, and something has to end before something new can begin. And I really feel within this has, although this has been horrific and although this has been so, so horrible, I really feel this has been such a monumental change for, our brothers and sisters of the LGBT community. This is the start of change. And if we all come together, it doesn't matter what our sexual orientation is, it doesn't matter what our color is, none of that matters, in the same way that it doesn't matter who we love, where we love, what we love. The fact is that we love. And the fact is that people are coming together and people are joining forces here. And this will, I believe this will force change. I believe this will sort of get rid of any, I don't know, it's ignorance, people that were ignorant to this cause, people that are, they're sitting in their little bubble and they don't get it. I really feel that this has touched them, so it's like, right, it's waking people up, and it's waking people up to the wrong that has been happening. You cannot judge another person, for what they do, or who they love, or how they choose to spend their life. That is, it's within it. We are all born unique, and it's our uniqueness that actually makes this world a beautiful place, and that doesn't matter who we lie next to in bed. That doesn't even come into it. What matters is that we are all unique, we are all brothers and sisters, we are all connected. And I really feel at the moment we are all stand together, and we will all fight this, and like I say, love is the greatest weapon that we can hold, and we all have it. Yes, we have anger because of this what's happened recently, but when love takes over, that, as Marianne Williamson said, that a miracle is when we change our perspective from fear to love, and do not be scared. Do not be scared to go out and live your life in the way that you want to. This card again, it's death comes to every single one of us at some time. It's something that we can't stop, we can't change. But think today, if you only had 6 months to live, are you living your life true to yourself? And are you living your life going out there and showing the world how fabulous you are and not bothering what anybody else thinks about it or what anybody else says? Not being scared to actually, like, be your authentic self and scream it from the rooftops, because if you're not, then now is the time to do it. It's this is the time, that we can embrace our life, we can be there, we can spread love to everybody we meet, everybody we come in contact with on the street. Remember, at this time, love is free, but it actually keeps us all together. It's what binds us together, and by giving it away, that's when we get it back. I mean, it's this is talking, this card is about the past no longer serving you, and I really feel this is the ignorance, this is the uneducated, this is it. People, we need to educate our children. This is it. It starts from the bottom up. Educate our children that nobody is any different. Educate our children to see that the other person is always you. And educate our children to understand, that everybody is allowed to be who they want to be or who they were born to be. There is no difference. It doesn't matter, whether they have black hair, white hair, blue hair, grey hair. It doesn't matter whether they love a man, a woman, whatever. It doesn't matter. Def- that does not change anything. If it's basically, this is about, we give love to everybody. That is what we need. And I really feel within this, there's a much more satisfying time coming. It's like, I really feel that we've taken, how I'm getting there, like Neil Armstrong, when he was like, this is one small step, but it's a huge step for mankind. I really feel what happened this weekend is in some way as powerful and as important as that. Change is coming. It is. I feel it, and I think a lot of my spiritual friends, a lot of my spiritual friends, are on the same path with that. But this is it. There's a huge transition coming. Try not to fight it, because when you fight something, it usually, it persists longer. So this is it. Just relax into love, give love away, send our thoughts and our love to the people involved in this, and just embrace our fellow human beings, our brothers, our sisters. We are all one. And I really feel, like I say, with this, there is a wonderful, wonderful feeling of solidarity coming in. I mean, if we look at, all over the world, it's beautiful, and it's very sad that a beautiful thing has to come from something so bad and so dark. But I really feel that those people that lost their lives, that will not be in vain. They won't have lost their lives in vain, because, like I say, there's change coming, and it's positive change, and it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to stop now because I'm completely losing it. I'm really, really sorry for this. I don't know whether I should actually let this go out or not, but I always give myself one take, and whatever comes out, I feel that I have to, So I just want to send within this, much love to all of you, much love to the families. And I think take a little moment today just to send your feelings, sit with your feelings, and see how you feel about this. And basically just love each other. It's not hard. It's very, very easy. So, right, sorry about that. I have to go and put my makeup on again, I think. But yeah, I hope this made sense to some of you, and it wasn't just ramblings, because I was trying to get out as much as what was there. So I'll be back tomorrow with the card of today, and I hope I can compose myself a little bit more than what I have today. So I really apologize for that, but it's, when it's there, I think it has to come out. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow with the card of today. Sat Nam, and much love.